Welcome back to all our friends all over the world checking out the live feed at the Toronto BMX Gym. We are about to delve into heat number 2 of pro qualifying. Tons of big names in these next couple of heats. Like I said, if you're just joining us, you're checking out the action. We've already run through one heat of riders. We're going to run through this heat of riders, and then the stage will be set for tomorrow's finals. Like I said, lots of big names, lots of big tricks have already gone down, and trust me, a lot more have yet to be seen. And with that, I do believe we are set to go. The judges are in place. So if we clear the course, please. Our first 4 riders we need out there: Kevin, Joel, Brian, and Ian. Everyone else, please clear the course. All right, clear that course, guys. These are the heavy hitters. The moment a lot of people have been waiting for, this second heat. Like I said, I believe there's 4 or 5 riders in this heat that have come straight from Estonia. Last week was one of the biggest BMX contests in the world, if not the biggest, called Simple Session. A young Canadian by the name of Drew Bazanson walked away with his 4th consecutive Simple Session title, with the exception of 1 year that he was hurt. And with that, we are set to go. Toronto, are you ready for Section 2 BMX Qualifiers? Fabregue, our first rider. From Quebec, 18 years old, the course is yours. In the G-Bill, taking all types of medicine. Your ass thought you were better than a son. I keep playing it to know. Beautiful. Bar spin, the bar spin back over the long driveway. I'm good as a face, you can't race. Just stand, I'm after them. You can set me any truck, what? You need aspirin. Yeah, Kevin. Throwing the tail, looking for something extra there. These guys are going to have 2 visits to the course and then a shot at last trick. Upside down. Let's hear it for Kevin. All right. Another big Quebec for killemall Distro, 21 years old, Joel Marchand. Yeah, starting off suicide career against the speed. Yeah. Bar spins and turn down. Getting on that rail, showing you street prowess. Marchand, double peg, the 180 off. Calling it right there. All right, riding for the Monster Army from the sunny state of Florida in the USA. It's time for Brian Fox. Massive turn down back to him over the driveway. Bar spin back. Through 360. 720. Toronto feeling that one. Double peg down the rail. Gets free with it. One of the top young up-and-coming pros. Yeah, bar spin tail tap. Tuck, no-hander in. Make some noise for this guy, Toronto. Ian Christensen wasting no time. From right here in Toronto, always a familiar face. He is a wild one. Consistently in the finals. See what this guy's got. Wow! That was so crazy. 180 at speed, half cab off. Man, Jakey wall ride. Christensen half cab it on in. Love this guy's style. Show this guy some love, Toronto, one of your own. All right, Kevin, that's you, sir. Right for HyperBMX, Konkrete, Krusher, Attila, the spot. Letting that tail whip around.
Don't mean I chase ass. Just because I'm wildin', don't mean I can't stop. I got discipline, baby, and I use it a lot. People, it's something that you should be considering.
Varsity backflip. Back on his feet. Show this guy some love, Toronto. All right, moving right along. Brian Fox will have his second visit to the course. Oh, Joe Marchand, sorry. Whoa! Easily the best lip trick we've seen on this corner. Bar spin, the backwards manual 3. Oh my goodness, that nose wheelie was awesome. Two-banger, Joe Marchand. Wow, that was impressive. Upside down flare in the corner. Toronto, what do you think of this guy? People trying to foot plant 180 on in. Wow, Joe Marchand, that nose wheelie, I'm still tripping about that. High speed, so big, first try. Rail rider, give it up for Joe Marchand. All right, Brian Fox, the young man from Florida. Yeah, Brian, nice bar spin to cut no hander, upside down with a tail whip. Yes, great combo right there. Flip whip, then double peg up the rail, making that street and car riding. That's an ice pick. Opposite truck driver. Whipping it. Brian Fox, 18 years old, riding for Bike America, TLT, Deadbent Hurricanes, of course, the Monster Army. Hands up for that guy right there, Brian Fox. Christensen coming on in. That tire bonk on the wedge to start things off. Show some love to this guy, Toronto. This is your neighbor, Ian Christensen. Certified badass on a bicycle. And he's got a bunch of time left. Let's get behind one of your own, Toronto! He took out the live feed, but that's okay, because he's awesome! Still got some time in if you want to take it. Representing hometown BMX roots. Of course, the beautiful city of Toronto, Ontario. Christensen coming in for one last go here. Get some speed, let him hear you, T-Dot! Oh, so close! Hands together, please, for one of your own, Ian Christensen! All right, back to the top of the list. Last tricks, these guys are going to get 2 shots at last tricks. Kevin and Fabregue will be the first rider attempting a last trick. We'll see what he's got up his sleeve. That's a bar spin, it's a bar spin back. Looks like he might want a little bit more in there. I've told you before, when we get behind these riders, they pull it. Toronto, make some noise for Kevin! Told you! Bar spin to bar spin, back to bar spin. Unbelievable. Kevin Fabregue, give it up for him, Toronto. That was crazy. You do not see that too often in the contest. Bar, bar, bar. Joe Marchand. Can only imagine what this guy's got planned for his last trick. Looking for that feeble. Want something on this driveway? Let's see what he's got. Toronto, let's get behind this guy. Wow! What a way to end your run! How about it, Toronto? Give it up for Joe Marchand! I don't even know what that was. And judges, what was that? 450 flare. I never paid attention in math class. All right, Brian Fox, you got a shot at last trick. This kid has so much natural bike riding ability. What is he going to unleash on the Toronto BMX Jam? Here we go with Brian Fox. Whoa! That is a 1080, absolutely. You get 2 tries at this. Toronto, is that okay if you give that another go? You guys want to see a 1080? I'm telling you, these guys love it when you're behind them. The energy that you emit goes right into their legs. They pedal faster. 360s. 1080 time for Brian Fox. Toronto, make some noise! We gotta get louder than that. When he's on this ramp right here, that's when you make some noise. 3, 2, 1! Oh! Show some love for the man from Florida, Brian Fox! And here comes Christensen, high speed. Oh my goodness gracious! One of the fastest 180s I've ever seen. Nobody is doing this trick. Christensen wants this high-speed 180. A fakie is when the rider is rolling backwards. And a rolling fakie at a ramp at that speed is absolutely insane. He's giving it another go. Toronto, let him hear you! 2 attempts out of Ian Christensen. We gotta call it. I'm pretty sure Christensen wants to give this one another go. This won't count for the judges, but this will count for every person in here. Toronto, get behind him! Check it out! The Ian Christensen! Wow, it's right, Christensen. That is so insane. Yeah, hell yeah, you can do it again. This is the Toronto BMX Jam. I want to see that. I can't put into words, like, that's the cool thing about BMX. There's so many different styles, and that's what sets BMX apart from every other sport. What Ian is doing here right now is the equivalent of, like, Tiger Woods coming up to a putting green with a washing machine on his back. Here we go, Christensen, 180, fakie, yo! Give it up for him, a valiant attempt. One of your own, Toronto, Ian Christensen. All right, next heat of riders is another one that, as my grandmother would say, ooh, this is a doozy. Mike Gray, Dave Truax, Stephen Moxley, and Dan Couchy. Show me love, let me feel how to hand it. Female who's the sexiest is always the nastiest. And I like a little sexiness, a lot of class. Mommy, reach in the bag, pass the fit. I'm a leader at last. It's a dawn you with my non-spit. Niggas lose contact. All right, looks like these guys are good to go. All right. Oh, honestly, I can't wait for this. All right, this is going to be another exciting heat of riders. First guy, we're going to see another amazing Canadian rider that destroyed it last week in Tallinn, Estonia. Doing it for Hollow Bykes from Newmarket. Just some love for Mike Gray. Oh! Oh boy, it's going to be one of those runs. Yes! 3 absolute bangers from Mike Gray. Toronto, let him hear you! I'm going to... Gray coming back in for another go. No-handed 360. Can't put you in the making, no problem for Mike Gray. Spectacular first visit to the course. Far out of that ledge. Give it up for Mike Gray. All right, up next, repping Inflow Bike and Skate Park and Konkrete from Goodness, 18 years old, Dave Brewer. Stretching that note, but it can't get up the rail. Oh! Double peg up to 360 out. Nobody's doing that one. Perfect whip over the spine. This is why these guys are the professionals. Some flawless riding out of these guys. Up that rail again. Hard 180. That's on a two-tanger. Watch wall ride 360 out. David Truax, the 18-year-old from Goodness. Smooth 360 backwards really up here for Dave, you guys. And it's a pleasure to introduce this next guy, Toronto BMX legend, show some love for Stephen Moxley! Beautiful nose-fit 360. One of the most technical BMX riders to come out of Toronto in a long time. As you're seeing right here, 6, 6, and 1. 1. Marchand 180 up, half cab on in. Yeah, bar, manual, toboggan in. Yes. Looking for some technical magic on that spine. Calling a hand together with Mr. Moxley. All right, up next, doing it for BMX Froot. The Burlington 24-year-old Dan Coxey. Mark Smith to start things off. Wild pressure nose stick right there. Nollie bar 180. That's going to do it for Nan's first run. Back to the top of the list, Mike Gray, run number 2. Doing it for Van Shoes and the newest member of Team Haro. Here we go. So smooth. That's a 540. 180 degrees more than a 360. Right there, jump, tail whip out. Beautiful bar spin to manual down the ledge. Smile on his face, he's having a blast. How could you not ride with some of the best runs in the world? Looking for that whip out of the up rail. He's not done yet, got a couple more ounces of juice in it. Working that free coast on the back hub. Opposite 270. Calling it there, hands together for Mike Gray. All right, let's see what run number 2 for Dave Truax consists of. Yeah, Dave, bar, manual, 180. .360 tail whip. Looking for that crank arm grind. Truax. Go over that crank arm again. Getting it, yes! That one's so hard. Grinding on nothing but his crank arm and pedal. Whip on out. Opposite whip in. Good combo line from Dave Truax. Give it up for him. In Toronto, I know you can support one of your own. Let's do it for Stephen Moxley. Yeah, Moxley, doing it for stolen bikes. 360 tail tap to bar spin, hang 5 on out. Flatland on the ramps. Oh! Look at that 360 out of it. Still got some time. Where are my Stephen Moxley fans at? How about that one? 540 flare, and that is going to do it for Stephen Moxley. All right, BMX 2's Dan County coming in for run number 2. Barson spit, quick spit. Barson 180 kick within.
Yo, I drop food like hell, rap rides the third rail. Translate that style to sign language and braille.
Got a lucky stall. Pedal back peg, going up that rail. Dan gonna call it, hands together for Dan Towsey, please. All right, last tricks, Toronto. Last tricks. Mike Gray, and the course is yours, sir. I can tell you this man loves it when you make some noise for him, Toronto. Looking over that whip, you got another shot, 2 tries. We've already seen how it works a couple times, Toronto. We make noise, he pulls the trick. Let's get it out for Mike Gray. Back up on his feet. Show some love, Toronto, for Mike Gray. Looks like you got that rail kind of good. Is there a bum doctor in the house? All right, Dave Truax. Last trick for you, my friend. 2 attempts. You can do it on any part of the course. What are we going to get out of Dave Truax?
Shitty bang, and we pretty much amazing. So please, I got you. Hey, yo, I once was a kid, all I had was a dream. More money, more problems. When I get it, I'm a pound it up. Now I'm so glad we can talk so fresh. How we feel.
They look at possibly a 180 ice. That is insanity. What's up there?
Now it's shitty day, who can meet the images? Follow me, I'm the leader.
Dave Truax. Looking for this one. Let's get behind it, Toronto! Wow! So wild. Hands together, please, for Dave Truax. This one won't count for the judges, but it does count for you, Toronto! One more time for David Truax, 18 years old. Mr. Moxley. Last trick, user. Bar. Looking for something here. Let him hear you, Toronto! Yes! Ice is down without. Give it up for 1-year-old Toronto, Stephen Moxley!
They say, why you asking for the kids for? I say my clothes come fitted, the lid store. Big summer, you can catch me on the big tour. I'm hot great, I think they need to quiz more. And let me get with you, don't let the kid hit you. I'm the photo album for letter.
All right, that's gonna do it for that. Dan Couchy, last trick for you, sir. One rider remains in this heat. repentigny from Burlington.
Tell mommy I'm sorry. This life is a party. I'm never going else with a kid. All I had was a dream. More money, more problems. When I get it, I'm a pound it up. Now I'm dope for the glad we can talk so fresh. How we flow, everybody get this.
No, he's far in, that's in. Oh.
Tell mommy I'm sorry. This life is a party. I'm never growing up.
Dan looking for something on this ledge. Watch that front peg. Looking for it. Let's hear it for him. Dan Couchy. A round of applause for all 4 of these guys. Mike Gray, Steven and Dan. Moxley wants this. Ice pick. The tail whip. There you go, Toronto. All right, next 4 riders we need. Hugo Le Rochelle, Brad Winowski, Tim Stokowski, and Darcy Peters. Dave getting that fakey ice. So Hugo, Brad, Tim, and Darcy, we'll give you a minute or so to warm up.
You guess correctly, I just say what it sounds, and that's where I was with you know, I'm ahead up with that fight, call that Nancy Kerrigan. Stay on the greenest greens, call us vegetarians. We be on that minor league, we smoke professionally. My job exceptionally, on point like a decimalist. Go around on the beat, man, I beat up the street, it's done so
Checking the tweets. People all over, check it out. Toronto BMX Jam. Big shout out to Josh Harrington. He's at home watching the Toronto BMX Jam, possibly with Quinn. Probably with Max in Brooklyn. Bless you, Max. All right, let's go to the next ladders.
You had as an igloo, sit back on that ground, call that jujitsu. Hello world, I'm with a yellow girl, number 2 pin suit. These like this washed up, spin cycle, shoot my neck, all day, all night, half fight. I dive in that.
All right, let's do this. First rider in this heat from Quebec, doing it for Krusher and BMX. Hugo Le Rochelle. Big double whip to start things off for Hugo. Massive tail whip over that driveway. We call that one a truck driver. Doing it for Krusher. Join right off. Moving to ice. Over pedal, 275 trip combo, left the top. Calling it down, get over Hugo. All right, up next from Warren, Michigan, doing it for Albe's crew, Brad Winowski. Yeah, perfect 360 tail with you, Brad. Hop whip on in. Back on his feet, he's okay. Thankfully, hands together, please, for Brad. All right, Tim Sokowski, you're up next, sir. Another one of the Albe's guys that made the trip up here from Michigan. Quick wall right on the sub. Yeah, 360 out of the wedge. Look at that double peg up, 180 over. Tim's gonna call right there. Darcy Peters from Calgary doing the advantage in 1664. Here we go with Darcy Peters. Stretching and opening can to start his run. Down whip on the hip. Yeah, Darcy. Yeah, invert on that big quarter. Look at a bus driver, slow rotating Darcy. Darcy popping on out, back to Hugo. Run number 2. The young man from Quebec doing it for Total BMX. Double tail whip, no problem for Hugo. Spinning his bicycle around him 2 revolutions. Yes! Tail whip to bar spin. Very difficult trick. Pulled it perfect. 360 whip. Yes, Hugo. Oh, yeah, saving that one. Ice pick the foot jam. Getting back into that kicker. Hands together for Hugo, please. Brad Winowski, run number 2.
I see the world in it. I try to slow down and I get red-handed. Pause like a red light. I'm dead.
Yeah, Brad, 360 tail whip.
keep going till you stop doing it. But call me clueless, cause I do this. Attention all through this.
Alley-oop downside whip over the hip.
Life is a course, and I'ma shoot the car.
Oh, so close.
And I put that shit right back in house without fun.
Back on his feet. Make some noise for this guy. He is leaving it all on the floor for you, Toronto. From Michigan, Brad Winowski. All right, his teammate Tim Stokowski is in. 3 to flat over the box set. That's what's up, taking it to the streets. Big shout out to the entire crew at Albe's BMX. Order something from them and use the promo code Penguins Explode and get something free. Going 540 with it. Tim, not afraid. He's going it there. Toronto, a round of applause for Michigan's Tim Stokowski. All right, Darcy, run number 2 for Calgary's Darcy Peters. Upside down with it. Going backflip. First guy we've seen go that direction. Great look at the tailwind. Going up that rail. And we are going to need another thumb doctor. Is there a proctologist in the house? We've got some back wheel issues. All right, Darcy's going to see if he can get his bike fixed. We're going to go on the last trick. Hugo. Last trick for Hugo. 2 attempts, see what he's got. Looks like he's looking for a bar spin out of the tail with on the quarter bike. Let's get behind it, Toronto. There you go. Tail with the bar spin. From a young man from Quebec, Hugo La Rochelle. All right, Brad. Last trick for you, sir. The file running out of all 4 of these guys. Brad might be going for this one. Oh. What you're looking at here is a 540-foot jam tailwind. He's spinning a 360 in the air, stopping with his foot on the tire and then letting the frame spin around. He's going to pull it. If we make some noise, Toronto! Right there, make some noise for that guy, Brad Winowski. Tim Stokowski. Last trick for you, sir. Looking for that 540. These guys are leaving their heart out there. They are giving everything they've got. He's got another shot at this. 540 bunny hop off the top of the box jump. Do you want to see it, Toronto? A round of applause for a valiant effort from Tim Stokowski. Darcy Peters looks like he's got the bike rolling again. He is going to have a shot at last trick. All right, Darcy Peters, 2 attempts at last trick. Might be over the box jump. Let him hear you, Toronto! 360 double whip, no problem. Double peg up and over. A round of applause for Darcy Peters. All right, next three riders, Ben Islander, Jason Pers, and Mike Varga. Again, thanks everybody for supporting Canadian BMX. All the boys out here have been doing an incredible job. I'm going to be thanking a lot of people. Mike Keaton, Zed Dennis, Greg Stevens, Kevin Seabrook, Mike DeMarco, Matt Wetherill, and of course Mike Keaton, as well as Eric Fabregue. A spectacular event yet again here at the 2014 Toronto BMX Jam. All right, we are set to go with our next three riders. This is going to be another exciting heat. First up, 23 years old, from Lansing, Illinois, Ben Islander. Starting things off with a beautiful backflip. Yeah, Ben. Cork out 720. That's how you start a run. Turn down backflip. Or for the vegetarians down there, a turn up. Yeah, tuck no hander over the long box. Yeah, Ben Flair on the Metro wall. What a run for this guy. Toronto, we are seeing some magic. Opposite Flair right there. Let's hear it for this guy, Ben Islander. All right, another Ohioan out here looking to do some damage. 28 years old. Doing it for Thriller BMX. It's Jason Dorito Pers. Tail whip in the hip. Familiar face in Chinga World back there in Cleveland. 360X up over the spine. Jason calling it right there. It's a great pleasure to introduce this next guy who also made the finals in simple session last week in California. From Whitby, doing it for BK Bykes. Give it up for Mike Varga. Double truck to start things off. Wall ride transfer. 720. Alley bar spin. Tuck around with the toy ride box. Big smile on his face. 360 downside tailwind. Toronto, what do you think of Mike Varga? Varga with a massive bar spin flare. 17 years old. This is one of the leaders of Canadian BMX. Varga. Rocket 270F. Let him hear you, Toronto, Mike Varga. All right, run number 2 for Ben Islander. Let's see what he's got at a perfect first run. So casual with that backflip. Eyes to the box jump. Mama, he went around 2 times in a backflip. Mama, he went around 2 times in a 360. Wow, Ben Islander. Shout out to everybody in Illinois. Islander taking it upside down. Dialed, flares both directions, and that's going to do it for Ben Islander. What a performance out of that guy. Jason Purrs coming back in. Wall slap on the metro wall. Yes! Canada loves his Abubakas. Jason Purrs pulling that back brake, stalling on the back tire at the top of the metro wall. He's calling it quits right there, all right. Second run for one of the brightest young riders to come out of Canada from Whitby. Give it up for Mike Varga! Keeping a rolling 360 tail whip to bar spin. He's 17 years old. Double truck driver. Now Varga flare whip. Oh my goodness. Backflip, tail whip with a twist. Mike Varga setting it off, 17 years old. Toronto, where are my Mike Varga fans at? Show him some love. All right, last trick. What are we going to get out of this guy for our last trick? We've already got so many big tricks. .540 flare attempt, possibly not corked out 900. It's different for every rider. See if he's going to give that another go. Ben, is that a 5 flare or 9? All right, Toronto, let this guy hear ya. Ben Islander. There it is! 540 flare, Ben Islander. One more time, Toronto, show that guy some respect. All right, Jason Purrs coming in for his last go. Dorito looking. Tail whip, tail tap, possibly whip to a Bubaka. He's got another attempt at it. If you want to see it, when he behind him, they love it when they know the crowd is behind them. Toronto, do you want to see this? Get it, Dorito! Right there, hands together please for Jason Purrs. All right, Mike Varga, the young buck from Whitby, riding for GK Bicycles. 6th place last week at Tallinn, Estonia Simple Session. What are we going to get out of that 6 out of this guy? The biggest flare I've seen all day, and a 720 bar spin. Oh, you're kidding me! Toronto, give it up for Mike Varga! All right, the next 4 riders we're going to see: Nick DiGeroloma, Keith Schmidt, Joe Bondu, and Mike Beatty. All right, I think we are good to go. All right, let's do this. Another Ohioan is going to start this thing off. Another guy that we watched make the finals last week at the biggest BMX contest in the world, Tallinn, Estonia Simple Session. Stoked to have him out here. From Medina, Ohio, 25 years old. Let's welcome him, Toronto, Nick DiGeroloma! Hard and tough to start things off. Double tag, no, excuse me. Lucky to toothpick. Wow, first rider with seat foot jam the Metro wall. Yes, Nick. Switch whip follow with the switch bar. Yeah, Nick. Unturned down 360. No-handed 360 following it up. Yes. Foot jam tooth. Nose bonk toboggan. That's going to do it for Nick DiGeroloma. Up next from Holly Springs, North Carolina, doing it for Hyper, Keith Schmidt. Nobody's doing this one. Let's get loud, Toronto. Baby Keith is going to make a grand entrance. Check this one out. Superman stick grab dropping. Toronto loves that one. Wow! drop the tuck. Blair on that back quarter. Yeah, Keith. Keith doing it for the Daniel Dares Action Sports Complex. Superman backflip. What do you guys think of Keith Schmidt? Yeah, Keith. Flip, Blair, anyway you like, downside tailwhip, foot plant, nose pick. Backflip, let's hear it for this guy, Keith Schmidt. All right, up next, representing Krusher from Montreal, Joel Mondu. Trip whip! Wow! We talk about starting your run off with a bang. Triple tail whip to start things off. Oh! Bar spin, foot jam, bar spin out. So crazy. Can't believe you did that first try. That was so awesome. Yeah, foot jam. Put the foot back on the pedal. Whip the foot jam back on in. Technical riding out of this guy. Give it up for Joel Bondu. All right, Mr. Feedy. Another guy destroyed it in simple session last week in Talon, Estonia. Out here in Toronto looking to do damage. Speedy on course. 360 bus driver. A bar spin is when the rider throws the handlebars. The bus is when it pushes it through. 360 double tail whip. Speedy is a machine. Downside a pedal stall. Boofanoo on the Metro wall. Feedy calling it quits. Give it up for Mike Feedy from the USA. All right, Mr. DiGeroloma. Let's get a big smile, characteristic of Mr. Nick. Perfect Superman Seacraft. Yeah, what's he got? Oh my gosh. Every BMX rider in here knows what just happened. He caught the bars backwards. That was unintentional. I am glad you're okay. Wow. Make some noise for this guy. He's not done yet. Oh. That one will certainly make the replay reel. Yeah, wall ride the bar spin out. Upside down with it. And if you're wondering, ladies, his hair is naturally curly. He is safe. Give it up one more time for Nick DiGeroloma. Wow. What he was trying over here was the 360 double bar spin. And his bars only went 1.5. And a lot of times if a rider catches bars backwards, they are going down. But like a true professional, Nick caught the bars backwards and still rode out of it. Great riding from that guy right there. To the top of the Metro wall, we look from North Carolina, USA, doing it for HyperBytes, baby Keith Smith! Superman. Yes! Keep taking those feet up in the middle of a backflip. Super flip, we call it. Taking it upside down, yeah, keep upside down with a twist. Keep fit, it's a good line. 540. Yeah, downside tail whip, foot jam on the lip of the box jump. That's going to do it for Keith Schmidt. Give it up for him. Joel Bondu, run number 2 for you. Tail whip to invert. No F divot. Bar spin, catch bar spin. You'll hear the collective woo of everybody in here. Getting that bar back under his hands. Whip the bar right there. Definitely loving this young man's style. Montreal, great BMX city. Great city for hot girls. Double bar spin 180 over the spine, yes! That one was for all the hot girls in Montreal. Joel Bondu. All right, Mike Feedy, run at number 2. Rap, talking to us in the middle of the strict axe up 360 whip. Wow, that was awesome. Don't see that trick too often at all. Whoa, Mike Feedy, opposite move to do. We say opposite is this non-natural side. Foot jam to fake in front of the judges. Looking for the rollback, getting it. Wow, I don't even know what that was called. Tyler Bernanke, what was that called? No idea. We have no idea what that was called. We're going to call it awesome. That was Mike Feedy. All right, last trick for these guys. DiGeroloma. 2 goes and last trick. That naturally curly hair on the course one more time. The ladies love it. Get it, Nick. Unturned down flare right there. First try was here for Nick DiGeroloma. All right, Keith Schmidt. Last trick for you, my friend. All right, Keith is up there. Watch the starters run in an original way. Can we get behind this guy, Toronto, and make some noise for Keith Schmidt? He's about to set it up. Let's get loud, Toronto, for Keith Schmidt! Yes! Superman stick that drop in. Oh! Running up with the spine, the first one of those we've seen. Let's hear it for the USA, Keith Schmidt! All right, Joe Bondu. Last trick, sir. Another youngster that has been very impressive in his first 2 visits to the course. Whipped the bar like it was nothing. Toronto whip like it was nothing, and that's going to do it for 17-year-old Joel Bondu from Montreal. Mike Feedy, last trick. Another guy that has so many tricks in his repertoire. Greedy looking for that double whip to 180 over the spine. this actor on a 180 double whip. Giving it his all. A round of applause for the USA's Mike Beatty. Our boomers just flying around. Great run from all four of those guys. Can we get some water for the judges, please? Get him a parachute. All right, this is going to be our last heat of pro qualifying. The riders that we're going to see in this heat: Drew Bazanton from Mount Onslow, Nova Scotia. Jake Levia from Tehachapi, California. Derek Kenny from California, USA. And last year's Toronto BMX champion from the USA, Glenn Salyers. So it's just about ready to get going. Once again, a big shout out to everybody who's been checking out the Toronto BMX Jam all weekend long. And a big shout out to the best fan here. His name is Elliot Lord. He is right down there. He is the most adorable baby you have seen all day long. And he's been watching everybody ride. You can get a picture with him for $5. Formula and diapers are expensive, but he is right here. He is my favorite person of the Toronto BMX Jam. He is the most chill baby you will ever see in your life. Look at him right there next to Greg. Greg, look how chill that baby is. All right, we are good to go then. So judges are good, the live feed is good, then let's do this. You've heard me talking about this guy all weekend long, because he is certainly the pride of Canada. Last week, he netted his 4th simple session title in Tallinn, Estonia. He has won this contest before. He is a Nora Cup winner. He rides for DK Bicycles, Red Bull, and Rider Distribution. Toronto, Canada. Make some noise for Drew Bazanton! If you've never seen a Drew Bazanton run, welcome to the Drew Show. Massive tail, oh my goodness! What? What do you think of this guy? You need a sledgehammer and a flamethrower to take this guy down. But dancing right back up on it. Oh my God. I don't even know what to say. He might be coming at this thing again. Toronto, get loud for possession! What do you think is going on? I am flabbergasted and bewildered. I don't even know what to say, and I think I peed my pants. All right, Jake Leva from Tehachapi, California, doing it for Hyper and Monster Energy. Keep that going. Start on that metro wall, here we go. That's what's up, start things off in the big 270, decade over the long driveway. Keeping it rubber side down, he's still in this. Let's support this side, Toronto. .360 tail with the late car spin. The wolves are loose. Wow, Superman seat grab Indian air. Decade over the joyride box. What do you think of this guy, Canada? That's going to do it for Jake Levia. All right, up next, also repping California. Time for Derek Kenny. You see the claw. Big Superman over the driveway. Here we go with the Derek Kenny show.
Rumors going round, gotta clear out of town. Smell like a garbage code. Here from the law, gonna break down the door. Tell me where my
Doing that seat grab Indian. He's all right. Let's get behind the trailer. He's going to come out there, running for Derek Kenny. And our last rider in this heat is last year's Toronto BMX Jam Champion. Getting us out of the way, here comes Glenn Salyers! Wow! Nobody's doing hang fives on big ramps. Salyers doing it nice and perfect. Can't tire grab. Yeah. 360 whip. Up the rail. Over. Showing you why he was last year's champion. 270 truck driver, downside peg bump. Downside two, very difficult. Look at that Marchand has a spin up. Still got some time. What do you guys think of last year's champion? Shooting on the sub. Don't even know what that's called. That was awesome. Give it up for Glenn Salyers. All right, I told you things were going to get hectic. Let's see what he's got in round number two. Get loud for Drew Possession! No problem with that insane wall ride. Keeping it rolling. Whoa, over ice. But Dancing is killing it right now. Opposite 360 look back. Let him hear you, Toronto Trooper Dancing! Yes! Oh! Wow! Barrel roll on the joyride box. Amazing run for Trooper Dancing. Jake Liba. Run number 2. .360 that box backwards, Caleb on the corner. And that was a bar spin front flip. I did not expect that one. They are going bananas here. Yes! 360 Superman seat grab over the spine. Jake is killing it right now. 19 years old. Show this guy some appreciation. All right, Derek Kenny. As a run number 2, the course is yours. Yeah, Derek. Pedestal 270. 720, perfect. There with that box up backwards, coming back at it the regular way. Calling it right there, Derek Kenny, ladies and gentlemen. All right, boys and girls. Last year's champion with his second run. Repping Albe's BMX, here comes Glenn Salyers. Huge flare. High speed up that rail. He only had half a second to adjust himself. Nothing peacock. Grabbing his front pegs. The crowd goes crazy. Salyers. Very impressive out here. There you go. Smith grind up to Marchand. 360 foot plant. Toronto, what do you think of Glenn Salyers? That's going to be run number 2 for Glenn. Last tricks for these guys. Why are you so crazy?
I feel like I'm pretty good.
You're scaring your mom up here. Your mom is all the way here. You're scaring her.
Sorry, Mom.
I think she knows that he's crazy. You know that he's out of his mind. Shout out to awesome BMX parents that produce awesome BMX riders like this. Toronto, would you like the last trick out of Super Dancing? Let's see what the man from Nova Scotia will unleash. Whatever. That is a boopadoo to tail rip in on the metro wall. Drew gets to the top of it, pulls his back brake, stops on his back tire, and then tail whips in. He's got another go with this one. The question is, can we get loud enough to make him pull this? 3, 2, 1, make some noise! He's out there, give it up for Drew Gonzalez! I am pretty sure we're going to see Drew in the finals. I had no idea Drew was a roofer, but apparently was looking for leaks at the top of the ceiling up there. All right, Jake Leva. Last trick for Jake. See what we're gonna get out of the young man from Tehachapi. Tehachapi is where Woodward West is. Here we go. Toronto, let's get behind her side. $270 drop in. Looks like he wants something else, possibly a bar spin. Watch those handlebars. Our BMX fans here got a good look at this. You guys know how it works. These guys feed on your energy. If you want to see this, let's make some noise! There you go! It always works! I don't know why that always works though. Jake Leva set it off with a 270 truck in. Garrett Kenny, the course is yours for the last trick, sir. Bar spin, backflip, no problem. Looks like he might want something else. That's going to do it. Let's hear it for him, Garrett Kenny. And our last rider of the day, Glenn Salyers. See what Glenn is looking at. I'm jumping up on that rail right there. Last year's champion with love in the finals. Wow. Is that a 180 baby tooth? 180 over baby tooth? We're going to get a better look at this. Here we go, Toronto. Yes! That's going to count. 180 over 82. That was crazy. And that was Glenn Salyers. Toronto, can you do me one more favor and make some noise for all of the riders competing today in qualifying? Oh, I am out of breath and I peed my pants, but it was well worth it. We will see you guys maybe at the dance game, but hopefully we'll see each and every one of you right back here tomorrow for the BMX finals. If you guys are getting on the bus to Joyride, it leaves at 7 p.m. It will be back here at 11 p.m.